Hi everyone, so last night we had this patch 1.30a. I made a video about this. This is the first patch in Season 3 and Blizzard has implemented a lot of fixes and changes to the season mechanic. In particular to how you level up those stones and also how you access Uber Malphas and all these kind of things. And in general they made the vaults just a lot more fun and a lot more rewarding. So I can definitely say that, well, the measures seem to work. Previously, you might have seen this in my other video, I had like almost no stones ranked up. I had some of them not even unlocked, and I didn't play that much longer now. Last night I was doing like some runs on my barb here, I was doing some runs on my rogue, etc. And well, I'm making progress. So I'm really glad that some changes have been made. And I think a lot of other people also feel that. One of the main complaints was that the construct just doesn't really feel that impactful. And also from my side, looking at the actual grind that you have to go through to max it out, it was a ridiculous number of vault runs you would have to do. You have to be very careful of the salt and warding stacks, etc. in order to actually sustain the pearls. And yeah, most people just didn't really find it all that fun going through this thing potentially hundreds or even 1,000 times. So now the grind is much lower and there's even a realistic chance to get those unique stones. I have not acquired them yet, but I'm planning to very soon. So you might see like, some tips or some video of that from my side as well very soon. But you want to farm out these elemental cores in the open world in these arcane tremor zones. And then you use those to summon the heralds from the brazier. So when you go to those zones here for the robots, wherever they are here, there's like these tremors and you can summon the heralds. So if you do this with a bunch of people, you can get this summon material you need for Malphas and then run Malphas and get those stones. So apparently they have a 3% chance to drop from the chests behind Malphas. There's 2 of them and the boss itself has a 0.5% chance. So this means that on average, if you open the chests, you're gonna have something like 15 runs per stone, which I think is a decent amount. So let's hope that you can't get duplicates. This would mean that, well, around 30 runs you're done, kind of, on average. So let's see. But either way, I think the patch was really good. If you want to read up on the patch notes, I have this linked in the description, or check out my other video where I went through them. But it is a massive improvement, and I'm glad that Blizzard is listening and reacting so quickly. It was only like 4 days from season start or so until they actually implemented this first patch. And it's really good to see that they are aware of this, that they are fixing things, even though I guess they could have done the things better from the start. So while I appreciate the quick reaction that Blizzard has shown here with this patch coming out so soon, I think the damage has been done for some people already that just, didn't have any incentive to play, any will to play after maybe day 1 or something, and now there's kind of like have this bad picture in their mind of season 3, even though it has massively improved already. But yeah, maybe some of them will come back. I guess some people will not, and with better testing and with better QA or so, I guess it could have avoided a lot of this outcry. So again, I guess this is like the no PTR philosophy that Blizzard has these days with Diablo 4. For some reason they're not doing it. And it also seems like maybe like even like a small like testing program. I don't even talk about myself necessarily, but I think having some actual like players outside of the company try out a patch beforehand might not be the worst idea. Because ultimately it all really came down to a bit of number tweaks, like the progression and the grind was just way too much and way too unrealistic for people to really actually get anywhere and really have like an impact with their constructs. And now that you can actually level up those skills, you can start feeling this thing actually doing something. Previously, like when you had like these, level 1 or level 2 stones, or you didn't even have the ones unlocked that you wanted, like a lot of people have trouble even getting the resource aspect, for example, which personally, before the season started, I imagine we get from the quest at level 1, to be honest, because that would be a no-brainer in my book. But okay, so, this thing turned out to be relatively rare, and you can see this is like kind of low level compared to some of the others. And I hear from many people, they just don't find this one for some reason. So these are like those little things, I believe, that would really make a difference in the perception of such a season theme. And at least my feedback for Blizzard would be to think a bit more carefully about, how the progression goes with a season theme, how you unlock those powers. Also, for example, the fact that most of these stones just like scale linearly from level 1 to 10. So level 10 is 10 times better than level 1, which means at level 1 they do nothing, instead of front loading it a bit making them scale a little bit less towards the end or something like that. So these little things can make such a difference. In any case, farming the vault is much improved now. They are really, really valuable now. So in my opinion, you should probably just farm vaults all day, every day over Nightmare Dungeons, at least until you're done with those stones for your pets. So until you have ranked up everything to 10. They are probably still more rewarding overall in terms of loot as well. So they're just like easy. They are very rewarding. So vaults is the way. We are gonna have Nightmare Dungeon / vaults tier list very soon on Maxwell. It took a little bit of time to like get our data together, but some of our guys have been working on it, and you're gonna see that soon. But in general, the vaults are really strong. And now you get 4 pearls for every run, and each pearl gives you 10 stacks of the Sultan's Warding. So you can get 40 stacks. You can basically just like run through all the traps if you really want to. And you only need 15 at the end to open the chests. So this is relatively easy to accomplish. You can just go like infinite, even in the last room, getting hit by all the traps. It doesn't really matter. So you just go and finish, and you see there's like this insane amount of loot that you get at the end. And it's relatively easy now to, for example, deck yourself out with 925 loot. Here I get like 1.5 inventories full of basically only 925 loot, or nearly, starting at like tier 85 to 90 or so. And yeah, you can gear up really, really fast with pretty decent stuff. And you get also tons of these stone recipes here. So when you see this here, when you open the chest, you get like 1 or 2 from the main chest, and then you get like, you know, 1 or 2 or 3 from like all the other chests here. There's like tuning stones. Get something like 10 of them or so every single time. And you need much less now, so that's great. Now there are more patches coming. They already announced that there would be this patch 1.301 that mostly has a bunch of bug fixes. I already talked about this in another video. They pulled the patch notes again, but this is coming on Tuesday. I guess the main highlight of that is that Suppressor is getting nerfed. So that is really cool. You can now deactivate Suppressor when you CC enemies, for example, and these kind of things. So that's going to be nice. I think this is something that we have been waiting for, and we'll see what else they bring. Maybe you're also going to get an update about the Gauntlet very soon. I'm going to keep you guys posted about that whenever something comes. So let's hope that is also soon, so that we have some more stuff to do. That's it for this video already. Just wanted to give you an update. My impressions, very good with this update at least. And let's hope Blizzard learns from this and does it better next time. Hope you like this, and I'll see you guys next time.